In its bid to disarm North Korea of nuclear weapons, the U.S. is looking for China to play a key role. As a fellow communist country, China is North Korea's main ally, an aid provider, and the backbone of the so-called Hermit Kingdom's economy, accounting for 90% of its foreign trade. For decades, North Korea's late leader, Kim Jong-il, enjoyed a close relationship with China's top leaders. He visited several times, with his last trip in August 2011 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the signing of a friendship and cooperation treaty between the countries. In the early 2000s, China brought North Korea and the U.S. to the negotiating table, along with South Korea, Japan, and Russia, for six-party talks aimed at quelling North Korea's nuclear ambitions. But the dialogue ultimately fell silent when North Korea withdrew in 2009. And relations between Kim Jong-il's successor, his son, Kim Jong-un, and China's current leadership haven't been as chummy since Xi Jinping came to power in late 2012. Since then, Beijing has been dismayed at Kim Jong-un's aggressive push to develop nuclear weapons, despite repeated warnings from the international community. Meanwhile, the U.S. has repeatedly urged China to rein in Kim. But despite Beijing's calls for restraint, Pyongyang has continued to conduct missile and nuclear tests in the face of sanctions resulting from UN Security Council resolutions, sanctions that even Beijing endorsed. These were implemented as China officially banned imports of North Korean textiles and seafood, while putting a cap on exports of Chinese refined petroleum products and crude oil. In the spring of 2017, North Korea's state media issued a rare warning to China to stop its reckless act of chopping down the pillar of DPRK-China relations. The U.S. has welcomed China's efforts, but still says it's not doing enough. Chinese officials say they've done their part and that it's up to the U.S. and North Korea to find a way to get over their distrust of one another. In 2017, China proposed that North Korea suspend its missile and nuclear tests in exchange for the U.S. and South Korea suspending joint military drills. But the proposal was initially rebuffed by both sides. After a peaceful Winter Olympics hosted by South Korea, in which North Korean athletes competed, China said it was proof that its proposal works. Kim Jong-un finally made his first visit to China as North Korean leader in 2018 and said he is committed to the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. The visit could be a sign that after years of tension, North Korea may be turning a new leaf, and China will continue to play an important role in denuclearization talks.